Now, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start that over again so you know what I'm doing. Parking brake is set, master battery switch is on, fuel quantity indicators are coming up. Fuel tank selector is on both. Wing flaps are in the up position. They are. Cabin lights not needed. Elevator trim tab is set to neutral. Altimeter, we will set it more accurately. We're at 940 feet sea level. So when we get the weather, I'll actually dial that whatever they tell me the numbers are in the Colesman window to set it, final set it. Clock is automatic, and we are still setting at 0. We haven't been running for a minute yet. Okay, so we are going to go to the engine start procedure. Okay, all electrical accessories except for the beacon are in the off position. Carburetor heat is cold. Mixture control is full rich. Throttle is open 1/10. Primed already. Electric fuel pump, we're leaving that off for the time being. Okay, and I have to remember which key it is. The curse of having too many aircraft. That's it. Okay. Is on both, and everything is good. Are you ready? Okay, go ahead and close your door.
By that?
Yeah. Well, here.
I don't want to slam it.
Oh, you got to slam it a little. Clear prop. Okay, here we go. All right. Now your microphone, you're going to want it almost touching your bottom lip. So a lot closer to you.
Like how? Oh.
So you can hear it and I can hear it. A little closer. Here. Yeah, like that'll work. That should work. Okay. Oil pressure's coming up. We're good with that. Oil temperature's still low, which is fine. Vacuum is good. Running a little faster than we need to. Okay, let's start the rest of the turn-ons here. We got radios and transponder and tablet. While she's warming up. Okay, while that's coming on, we'll go ahead and get the weather.
Pittsburgh, Atkinson Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 2310 Zulu. Weather. Wind 100 at 4. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 17 Celsius. Dew point 2. Altimeter 3005. Remarks. Present weather identification not available.
Okay, so we got the weather. 3005. So right there, that's the numbers he just gave me. So it was off just a little bit. Okay. We've got it on 12300, which is the common frequency for this area, CTAF, Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. Looks like we're clear to taxi out. Everything's still good. We've been running for 3 minutes. All the gauges are in the green. Function, clear, function, function, function. All right, I think we can get past that airplane. I thought they would already have it inside.
No, we can. Piece of cake.
Well, hey, we got video cameras, so if we don't, there will be evidence. Yeah, we're good. Pittsburgh Accent traffic, North 375 X-ray is taxiing for departure on runway 35, Pittsburgh Accent traffic. That just lets everybody know where we're at, what our intentions are.
So,
go ahead.
So who monitors it here?
The individual pilots.
Okay.
This is what they call a non-controlled airport or pilot-controlled airport. I'm probably going to need that in just a minute. Okay, let's blow this up just a little. Center. We're going to go right here. Okay, it is receiving. We're going to go back here. All right, so that's good to go. This will give us an extra indication. For instance, there's an aircraft right there. See that blue dot with that number on it right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that gives us any additional traffic that we might not see with our eyes. Kind of a critical thing to be aware of. All right, so we're going to taxi out here. We're going to stop short of the runway. We'll continue our pre-flight check. All right, been running for 5 minutes. We're good so far. Oil pressure's good, fuel pressure's good, everything's looking good. Okay, nav light, landing light. That just helps people know where we're at. Okay. Slow her down just a little bit. Decided I wanted to be one more notch closer. All right. Finish the pre-flight. Here we go. Throttle up to 2,200 RPMs. Got it. Oil temperature 60 to 80, or oil pressure, sorry, 60 to 85. We got it. Oil temperature is coming up. It's been setting for a while. We're going to do a mag check. Left, 100 drop, both. Came back, left, right. Equal drop, left, both. Came back, carb heat check. Working, dropped 100. Comes back. We're going to go ahead and flip all of this on. We're checking the amps to make sure there's no draw. And then we're going to check the volts to make sure the alternator's charging, which it is. So, we are all set to fly. How do you feel?
Good.
Okay, no nervous at all. Okay.
Not yet.
When we pull out here, we're looking for a couple of things. Before we get 2,000 feet down the runway, I want to be indicating 50 or greater. That tells me that we've got the proper amount of thrust to continue the takeoff. We want to, by the time we get to the intersection down there.
Pittsburgh traffic, Cessna 56 Quebec is 5 miles south. Going to make a straight-in approach for runway 35, Pittsburgh.
We'll keep an eye out for you. We want to actually be at takeoff or rotation
Where are you
speed.
at?
Holding short of 3.5, explaining to a student. So we want to be at rotation speed by the time we make it there. If we are not, then we pull the power because there's something wrong, so we go back. If we take off and we get to less than 500 feet off the ground and there's an issue, we pull the power, we land straight ahead. Okay, we may be landing off of the runway in the grass, but that's better than anything else. Now, if we get above 500 feet and something happens, since we've got more than one runway here, we'll probably try to turn and make it back to another runway to land on. So that's the safety procedures. Your seatbelt's on, the door's closed, and do you have any questions?
I'm good.
All right. Pittsburgh accent traffic, look 375, it actually is taking runway 35 for departure to the west. Pittsburgh accent traffic. He was doing a straight-in approach, which is a little bit of a pain, but that's okay. Because that means he's not in the pattern, so I don't really know where he's at since he's so far away. All I know is he's trying to come straight into this runway. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get out here. Since he's headed this way, we're not going to dilly-dally very much. We're going to check and make sure that the DG's set, which it is not. We need to go ahead and spin that around there. Okay, DG is now set to match the compass. You follow what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right. Speed is live. There's 30. 40. Remember, we're looking for 50. Thrust normal, continue. There's 60. There's 70, rotate. And we are off the ground. Pittsburgh accent traffic, low 375, it actually is clear of runway 35, Pittsburgh accent traffic.
Pittsburgh traffic, Cessna 56 Quebec. On 2 mile final for runway 35, Pittsburgh.
All right, if you get chilly, this is the cabin heat. You can just pull that straight out, and it'll let us have a little bit of warmth. All right, so now we've got positive radon 2. The altimeter's climbing and the vertical speed indicators, showing that we're climbing. So we shut the electric fuel pump off. The electric fuel pump's only for takeoff and landing. When we do that, we want to make sure that the fuel pressure is not going down. If it is, we need to go land and turn the electric fuel pump back on.
Right.
So we're looking for 300 feet below pattern altitude. Pattern altitude before we make the turn. Pattern altitude is 1,000 feet above ground level. So that would be 1,940 feet here. So when we get to 1,600 feet, we announce our turn and we turn crosswind and continue our climb, which is now.
Pittsburgh Jackson traffic, 1375, actually is left crosswind, runway 35, Pittsburgh Jackson traffic.
All the time we want to maintain 80 or greater in our climb. That's just a little bit of safety margin.
Pittsburgh traffic, Cessna 56 Quebec, landing 35 for a full stop at Pittsburgh.
All right, did you have any place in particular that you wanted to go? Okay. All right, we are now at pattern altitude, so we can make the call there.
Pittsburgh Jackson traffic, or 3758 actually is departing pattern to the west, Pittsburgh Jackson traffic.
All right, we will go. And so we're not headed straight into the sun. We'll go see if we can find Big Brutus.
Pittsburgh traffic, Cessna 56 Quebec, back taxi on 35, Pittsburgh.
All right. Much better. I'm not going to get much higher than this because then it becomes difficult for you to see stuff on the ground. So we are at our cruise. We're going to go ahead and cruise altitude, which basically I'm keeping her at pattern altitude. We'll pull it back to 2,200. So we're not burning a ton of fuel. Our CHTs are 347. We're going to go ahead and lean her a little bit. And watch our CHTs to make sure they don't get above 400. This makes the aircraft more efficient and economical to fly. Now we do have to be cognizant of things like antennas. See them flashing out there?
Oh, yeah.
You look like you're getting a little chilly.
Oh, I am.
Okay. Well, there's some heat.
But you got a jacket on, so I didn't want to. You're the one that has to fly this thing, so you got to be comfortable.
Oh, I am. Not a problem. Okay, now this ring is basically a 5-mile width. So once we get outside this ring, we'll go ahead and turn the landing light off, but we're going to leave the navigational lights on. With my sunglasses on, it's hard to see Big Brutus out there, but I know we're headed in the approximate correct direction. Of course, the sun isn't really making it very easy either.
No, it's not. How fast are we going?
Not very fast. We're doing about 95 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That fast?
Yep. Well, she can go faster, but the higher that you climb, there's all kinds of things you have to consider, like the winds aloft and temperature variations and stuff like that. But as a general rule, the higher you climb, the faster the aircraft can go.
Well, it doesn't even feel like we're going that fast.
Yeah, I know it doesn't, does it? Flying is fun. Let me know if you get too hot.
Okay.
Okay, there's Cherokee. We're going to go over here a little bit and give that antenna a little bit of breathing room. As a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and climb up another 500 feet? Okay, all our gauges are still in the green. Oil temperature is where it needs to be. Oh, you know what? I think I lied to you.
About Big Brutus?
No, about about where we actually were. I don't think that's Cherokee right below us. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. Oh, I could have just looked at the map. All right, so we want to head for West Mineral.
Oh, yep.
Because if I recall right, Big Brutus is like right out here.
Yeah, it's close because I passed the sign when I messaged you.
All right, that gives us plenty of clearance off of those antennas. We were actually level with the tops of those antennas where we were at 2,000 feet.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's pull her back a little bit to 22. Now we were doing 110 right there.
Wow.
And now
You
we're
sure don't feel like it.
Yeah. Okay, we're coming into the strip pits. So it's over here somewhere. I'm really surprised I can't see it yet. Oh, I think I have it in sight. I believe that's Big Brutus right there. That's real. Okay, see where the strip pits are going like this, and then see that one that cuts off right there? You'll see it when we get closer.
Oh, I think I see it.
Yep.
Straight back over there?
Yep, that's it. This time of the evening with the sun where that is, it really makes it hard to see. That
really
orange,
does.
Yeah, that orange usually stands out really well, and you can see it from miles away.
Yeah, I definitely can see it now, if that's it.
Oh, if you want to take pictures, you can turn your phone on and take pictures if you want to. It's up to you.
Well, I kind of do. I didn't want to put it in airplane mode and all that stuff, so I just turned it off.
Yeah, you don't have to do any of that. My phone is on and it's not in airplane mode.
Okay.
You know, if the pilot's doing it, you're fine. Okay, and according to the map, we don't have any towers out here, and I'm not seeing anything flashing. So we should be good there. It's always critical to keep your eyes on your head on a swivel and your eyes outside the aircraft as much as possible. Looking for other aircraft and or antennas, anything that could ruin your day. All right, and I started a gradual descent. But we're not going to get any less than 1,000 feet AGL off the ground. And doesn't that behemoth look small from up here?
Yes, it does. It's just a whole new perspective.
Yep. And like for me, well, it's welly and wholly and truly an addiction. If you're going to get into this, you need to be prepared to be broke all the rest of your life. Because aircraft will take, and the training and every continuing training, everything will take all your money. You want to go around again, or is that?
Oh, no, that's good.
Okay. Then we will go south of all these big antennas I see flashing out here. That's Columbus right there. See the elevators? Grain elevators? The white.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I guess it would be if we're at Big Brutus.
Yep.
Yeah, total different perspective.
I won $100 one time. We were a significantly higher level. I was flying a guy and his two sons, and he's looking out there, and it's a clearer day than what it is right now. He says, "What's that big lake out there?" I said, "Well, that's Grand Lake." And he said, "No, it's not." And I said, "Yeah, yes, it is." "Oh, BS. I'll bet you $100 that's not Grand Lake." "Really? Okay, you're on." We shook on it. I headed that direction. About halfway there, he's like, "All right, turn around and go back to the airport. I owe you $100. So that was fun. Let me check and make, oh, that's why. We've got the back vents on. I was like, why are my shoulders so dang cold?
I know, and these, like my skin is cold.
All right, that should make a big difference.
Oh yeah, I can already feel the difference.
Yep. Now we are going to be into dusk, but like I said, all we have to do is I just have to have you back on the ground by an hour after sunset. Well, 59 minutes. after legal sunset, then I'm still within regulation.
Okay.
And you know, I will get night current again. I've just been flying the biplane a whole lot more than I've been flying Serenity. So I kind of accidentally let my night currency lapse for carrying passengers. But you might get to see some of the lights and stuff I was telling you about. Yep, that is Columbus, Kansas right there. Now this is kind of important, something I didn't do. Always stow everything. That way you don't have FOD running around the aircraft.
Right.
Flying one time in bad weather, I did not stow that. I still had it on my knee like I did just there.
Traffic check 889 Juliet.
That's Branson, so we don't have to pay attention to that.
Touch and go, Branson West.
So you're flying only on your instruments. You're not really looking outside because you can't see that much. It fell down. Not thinking, I reached down to grab it and set it back here. And in that split second that I did that, the water in my, not water, the liquid in my ears reset itself. So I thought I was still flying straight and level. I was not. The plane was, the plane was in a very steep descending left spiral. And I started seeing my altimeter unwind and my speed was going way up and I'm like, what is going on? You know, so I immediately pulled the power because I'm not, just in literally less than 5 seconds.
Right.
And as I did that, I break out of the bottom of a cloud and I see cows. Yeah.
Shit.
So it was immediately, whoop, here we go. It does not take much time at all to lose your equilibrium in the aircraft. And if you're not paying attention to your gauges like I wasn't because I looked down to pick this up, it can go bad that quick.
Branson West traffic check 889
Wow.
Juliet. 2 mile final straight in, runway 3, touch and go, Branson West.
That's the Joplin Airport right there. See that kind of strip out there?
Uh-huh.
That's it. The
Wow. From here, they don't look that far apart, like when you're driving Columbus and...
That's true.
Wow, that's a trip.
All right. That's a good safe altitude. We'll pull our power back to cruise power.
Harrisonville, traffic Cherokee 8332 Whiskey is 7 miles to the northwest inbound for landing, Harrisonville.
Those flashing red lights up there should be the power plant in Galena. See them every so often. On the ground, you'll see a...
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Branson West traffic 98 Juliet on final runway 3,
Yep.
touch and go, Branson West.
Harrison Boone County, Cherokee 83 Whiskey is 10 miles to the north, Harrison Boone County.
All right, so any questions?
Uh-uh.
Okay.